There's a general saying or a general census in this day and age that if there's no video, it never happened. In other words, if there's no social media video evidence, that thing never took
happened.
place. It never happened. And so today we're talking about social media moments versus sacred moments in marriage. What we post on social media and the things we decide to protect and keep for ourselves because of the sacred nature of them in marriage.
Yes.
That is what we're going to be talking about on today. Welcome back to my Darling Bride podcast, powered by Refuge and Fortress Network. My name is Emmanuel, or PY, like some people call me.
And I'm Lonnie O.
On this podcast, we dig, discover, and deploy biblical gems for the building or rebuilding of kingdom homes and relationships.
Yes, we are on a mission to equip couples on how to build on a rock-solid foundation, cultivate the culture of honor and respect, invest intentionally and consistently in your marriage or relationship, defend your union, and lastly, empower one another towards purpose fulfillment.
And like we always say, this is where love meets legacy, or real love meets real talk. We got a good one for you today. Let's get it. So the truth of the matter is there are social media moments and then there are sacred moments. We are in a time and in an age where everything is on social media.
I
mean, we've got a guy now called Kai Cenat. I think that's what the guy lives on social media.
Streaming.
It streams every day, almost 24 hours, everything, every part of his life and things like that. And that's wonderful. That's great. Nothing against him or anything like that. But that just shows you the world that we live in. We live in a world, a camera world, a world that constantly wants to see into other people's lives. And again, that's fine if that's your style and things like that. But when it comes to the marriage, when it comes to kingdom homes and relationships, wisdom demands that we understand the difference between social media moments and sacred moments. Social media moments and sacred moments. There are times where it's fine. There are things that are fine to put up on social media. There are things that are sacred and doesn't belong on social media. Is that making sense?
It's interesting now because social media for most people now is a business.
Yes.
So now it then causes a fine line of what do you use for business? Is it at an expense of your relationship or marriage? You know, like you see a lot of things.
Maybe not even necessarily at the expense of it, but at the exposure of the sacredness or the watered downness of the sacredness of your marriage.
Exactly. So it's like everything now is posted online. Like there is no like, oh, that should be gay. You see some comments be like, well, that should be private. We shouldn't see that on social media. But now everything is posted. So it's like, really, what should you open up for the world to see and what should be kept sacred? Because like I said, for some people it's a business, right? You're sharing, and it doesn't have to be negative. You're sharing family moments, you're sharing relationship moments, you're sharing couples, things. And just for the most part, or for lack of better words, people are like to show the realness of what really happens in our home. And that's great and everything, but it's like, is there a fine line? Is there a boundary or a line that should never be crossed? Is really what we're trying to get at.
And absolutely, there is most definitely a fine line.
You answering the question?
Oh yes, I'm gonna just put it there right now. Again, we're talking about kingdom.
Yes.
We're talking about covenant. You know, we're talking about marriage as far as God is concerned. Because again, there are different kinds of marriages, different kinds of relationships, different kinds of contracts that people are getting into these days. And today's discussion is not to, go into that. We're really just talking about if your marriage is kingdom, if covenant is what we got, not contracts, right? If God is at the center of our union, there's got to be a level of sacredness in what we do.
Yeah.
You cannot post everything on social media.
Yeah.
Let's talk Bible for a second. When God met with Moses and he wanted to give him instruction of what will become, of what the children of Israel were going to do, he told Moses, tell everybody else, go over there and you come. Because what I have to share with you is between me and you. It's not for everybody. It's between me and you. And so if we don't learn the concept of sacredness in marriage and relationship, we are going to ignorantly expose our marriage to spiritual attacks.
Exactly. You open that door. Exactly.
You follow what I'm saying? So there are, because again, you cannot have intimacy when your marriage is all about social media moments. And it's lacking sacred moments. Do you know how many times couples, like whenever anything is going on, grab your phone, we gotta record that, we gotta get that. It's become an addiction these days that we feel like everything has to be posted.
Absolutely.
Keep in mind, we have control over social media. Social media does not control us.
You
follow what I'm saying? That you pick up your phone,
you make
you
the choice.
Record, you post. There are layers and levels before that thing gets on the network, on the internet. You maintain control. And so when the repercussion of that is now coming left, right, and center, you are like, I don't know why people are like this. I don't know why they're saying this. No.
You put it out there.
You did that.
You exposed it.
You exposed it.
I guess that then leads to, I guess the first question then is for us, because we do have a social media presence. We have a big online presence. We do ministry, and then we've started our family page as well. So we do post things online, right? So for us, how did we decide what, or how do we decide, because we still do it currently, how do we decide what parts of our relationship or marriage or family to post on social media? How do we decide which one is private? How do we decide which one is public?
And I love that you actually brought that up, because it's important for us to clarify that we don't have anything against social media.
No, we got an online presence.
You know what I'm saying?
We right now, you watching us on social media.
We literally do not have anything against social media. What we are saying is, what are you using social media for?
Do exactly.
Because social media is a tool. It's a tool. It's a tool. And what you use it for is based on who you are as an individual. It's like money. Money itself is not evil, but what you use money for. When the money has been given to you, what you use power for, when the power has been given to you, that's what makes the difference. For us, when it comes to deciding what we post and what we don't post, you got to understand from our perspective, again, this is kingdom now, this is kingdom conversation. From our perspective, what we are about, our mission, the mission statement for our ministry, and the mission statement for our lives. You know what I'm saying? Is to reveal Jesus, express his love, advance his kingdom, lift up his name. Make Jesus real to all nations in all aspects of our lives, whether personally, business-wise, professionally, ministry, whatever the case may be. The mission statement is the same: reveal Jesus. So when it comes to posting and what we decide to post, it's a matter of, does this post fall into any one of those 5 categories? Is it 5 or 4? 4 categories. REAL. Yes, REAL.
4 categories.
4 categories. Does it fall into any one of those 4 categories, right? And so whether we're hanging out with the family, whether we're eating, whether we're traveling, whether we're discussing, whether we're doing preaching, whether we're in a church setting, on the street, at home, at work, cooking, whatever the case, whatever you see us do on social media is gonna fall in any one of those 4 categories. Revealing Jesus, expressing his love, advancing his kingdom one way or another, lifting up his name for the whole world to see. That is the heart of everything we do. And so how do we decide what to post and what not to post? If it's not falling in any one of those 4 categories, it's not getting posted. Number 2, is it sacred or social? You've got to know the difference between the two. There are things that belong on social media
or for people to see.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
no, even if it's not online, meaning like what you put out there, what if you're outside in public, for example, is what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
More than just the platform of social media, there's some things that's okay for public and some things that's not.
Regardless of whether it's social media or not. Exactly. You know, so there are social things and then there are sacred things. So we know by the help of God and by grace, we've determined, you could say, what is sacred and what is social. Number 1, when it's sacred, you don't put it up. It's for yourself and your spouse and God, personal, your family alone. If it's personal, if it's private, we don't post it. You follow what I'm saying? If it's not edifying, not just to us, but even to other people, we don't post it. Now, it's not to say we're always perfect or anything like that. There are moments, crazy moments. I remember back in the day, I mean, a long time ago, when I used to drink and things like that. And one day I got drunk, and I think you said that you had to drag me from one place to another, and it was not the funnest moment of your life because you had to do I was blacked out.
Listen.
And I'm not ashamed to say that, right?
Listen.
This was a very long time ago, right? But here's the thing. That's not a social media moment. No, you understand what I'm saying? Because what I'm saying is, it's not edifying to me. Neither is it edifying to somebody else. Now, you may laugh about it, maybe entertaining to you, but it's not making it edifying. It doesn't help your life in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't help me in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't help you in any way, shape, or form. You follow what I'm saying? So in a moment like that, and I bring that up to say, like, you know, even in non-kingdom homes, there are things that just still don't belong on social media. If it's not edifying to you or to the next person, why are you posting it up? Is it just for laughs? Is it for entertainment? Then that, again, says something about your marriage. If you think your marriage is for laughs. And again, you can be a very funny, comedic person. There's a whole bishop that I follow in Maryland. He posts all kinds of funny stuff on social media. Again, that's edifying to him and to others, not degrading. Not, you follow what I'm saying? Is all the posts are funny, but they're meant to lift up somebody else. Lift up the spirit of somebody else. So you just gotta know what is what, because and I really wanted to say that because I'm not saying that, you know, social media, it's not always fun that we do on social media. No, there's nothing wrong with fun. It's just holy fun and stupid fun. And
I think we talk about in the context of marriage, because that's really what we're talking about. You know, family is even different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was even thinking about it just now, even for us, like, for example, we have our family page now, Meet the Yemlos, follow us. And even then you will look at it and you still haven't really seen too much of us. You've seen a lot of the kids, a lot of what we do as a family unit, but it's even more so just because this is careful, right? We talked about defending the union. Right? You got to be careful. Even before this is something we've wanted to do a long time ago, but in terms of like being cautious and putting up, because you got to be careful what you open up, what you expose, what you show the world. So it's like you got to be careful what it is you put out there. You post up there, you know, you're good, you and your spouse are happy, things are going great, and to people watching, looking to pull them, they're like, are they the only ones that have a good marriage? The minute you expose one bad thing, trust me, it goes haywire from there. So I feel like you just have to be careful with the things that you expose out. There's so many opinions, so many thoughts, so many questions. They start to like pick into things that you probably didn't even think about in the first place. So for us, I would say, to add to what you said, is intentionality. We talked about being intentional in what's going on today? Intentional in everything we do, right?
Yep.
And that even includes what we expose out there. Where we have a social media presence, both for ministry and personal. And we're careful because, and I remember there's so many things that's like, I remember one time there was some trend that was going on and I was like, oh, this would be fun to do. And you're like, be careful, because now at a certain point, you're going to have to put some things that you don't want to put out there. And I thought about it, I was like, you know what, you're right, we can skip this trend. Because there's just certain things that's not for the public eye. There's just certain things that the public should not know. People outside should not know. It's between you, your spouse, and God. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that actually now leads me to my next point of saying that the third way you decide what, so we decide what you want to post and
what's public and private,
what you should post and what you shouldn't post is, I guess you just got to ask yourself that question: what is social media to you?
Right.
To us, social media is a platform for ministry, whether personal, private, ministry, whatever, professional, preaching, personal, ministry, everything. And that's what it's a platform for us. You got to ask yourself, what is social media to you?
Exactly.
Is it a platform for foolishness?
Exactly.
Because there are people, they have social media, they never post a thing, but they use social media to follow everybody else's life, to lurk around and see what's been going on.
Exactly.
That's the use of social media to them, nothing more, nothing less. You got to ask yourself, what is this tool to me? And like you rightfully said, darling, there are people that social media is for business. Literally, they don't go on social media for jokes and laughs and things like that. They get information, they post up their business, whether it's cooking, clothing, whatever you got going on. They post business related things on social media because they use social media as a platform to sell their product or offer their services. What is social media to you? In our case, for the most part, social media is ministry.
Yep.
It's not even so much business. It's not even so much family. It's ministry. Ministry. What is social media to you? Because then that would help you to decide what it is that you're posting on social media, if it's falling under the vision that you have initially for opening that social media page.
And I think a lot of times what happens when it comes to the social media platform, because it's gotten to the point, like we said, it's business for some people. I mean, people are making bank on social media, rightfully so. But then you see some situations where you have people that post content, which is part, because most of the time you find that entertainment is a big one. It's a big category on social media. People watch and everybody just knows it. People knows it. They just want to know what's going on in people's lives. So you see people and couples posting things like arguments, like this fight or that fight, and just kind of posting things that's like, to me, I don't feel like honors or respect their relationship or marriage.
Yes.
So my point to that is, at the end of the day, for us, we don't do anything that doesn't carry honor and respect when it comes to our marriage and when it comes to each other. Because I just feel like if it's something you can joke about, you do it at home. Do you understand what I'm saying? I feel like whatever you can joke about and be kikiing about in public,
you can be real about it too.
You can do about it at home too. So I just feel like this, for us, there's no room for that. So we keep certain things, and it's not to say we don't argue or don't have issues, but that's not for nobody else to be part of.
Let me answer this question. Maybe we have answered it, I'm not sure. But why are our boundaries critical? Why are our boundaries critical to maintain peace in our home, to protect our union? Why is it important for us to put boundaries in place in our marriage when it comes to social media?
I mean, it just like what I just said. It ties back to the honor and respect, right? When you don't have boundaries in place, you can just color the lines anyhow you see.
Exactly. When you don't have you can't know where to draw the line.
Yeah, like there's got to be a line that you draw, and if you don't have that, you all over the place. You can slip up and things go south. I mean, I've seen many stories on social media of couples that started together, and it's all fun and games, and something happened, and boom, they're not together anymore.
Another reason why I would say boundaries are important to protect your peace and to protect for your peace and your protection is social media is, the best way I can explain it is this. If you're an actor, an artist, whatever the case, you're popular, right? The moment you become a public servant, you don't have control over your life anymore. And social media kind of operates in that same way, where the moment you put it out there, you've exposed yourself to whatever comes.
Exactly.
And that could go from we love you, we want you, we like everything you do, to hate messages, threats, letters. I mean, all kinds of stuff.
Exactly.
Remember Marvin Sapp? When everybody, all those churches want to go on social media and things like that. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Until he made a statement.
Yeah.
It said, close the door.
Yeah.
Close the door.
Yeah.
Close the door. When your life is on social media like that, you leave things up for interpretation.
Yeah.
They don't really know what's really going on.
Exactly.
All they know is what they saw.
That's it right
from
there.
From that 2 seconds lens.
Yeah.
1 minute's lens. They have no idea.
There.
It's a whole hour of sermon, but you heard 1 minute.
Yeah.
And from that 1 minute sermon, you formed an opinion,
about this person,
about the person, about
That's
the situation.
That's it right there.
Marvin Sapp had to beg people, literally, not, you know what I'm saying? He went on podcasts, went on interviews to let them know, hey, this is not reflective of who I am or who we are as a church. This is just one moment.
And that wasn't even the full picture, because if you listen to the full thing and what had happened was people were getting up to leave, and he was trying to put the calm, like, you know when somebody's preaching and they're like, they tell people not to get up anymore. It was something like that. To him, what he was trying to do in that moment was important, but he just kind of went out and just said, close the door.
He wasn't trying to stop people from leaving.
He wasn't trying to stop people and force them to give. He wasn't that. But that one clip painted that.
Exactly.
And that's the thing about social media. It's like, you can't get the full picture. You can never. Even if I record an hour-long thing you. It's not 2 hours, 3 hours, you still can't get the full picture.
Even if I give you 24 hours of my life, 24
Let me tell you
hours
something. Even Kai Cenat that records 24 hours streaming, he ain't in front of the camera sitting there for 24 hours.
Not at all.
You don't know what he went to go do when he left the cameras. Yeah, he got cameras everywhere. The cameras will go with him to the bathroom. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Hey man, listen, but what I'm just saying is you can't get the full picture unless you're actually there.
Yes.
And it's not just one thing, it's a lot of things that lead to different things.
And that's why you gotta protect.
I just feel like for you that you're the one putting out the information, you have to be intentional about what you put out there. Whatever it is we're posting, there is a purpose behind it.
Yes.
Trust me.
Yes.
If we're just sitting down just watching our daughter slide down the stairs, there is a purpose behind that post. There's something we're trying to pass. There's a message you're trying to pass, and it's not even like, oh, is there always it doesn't have to be serious. It could be an entertainment purpose. There is a reason as to why we posted that thing. So I just feel like people need to be more intentional about what they do when it comes to social media and their marriage and their relationship. I mean, there's so many things that has happened to so many couples the minute they expose, and now you then see people out there that want to share the news of getting engaged or getting married, or putting their relationship out there, and then you see them like cut off the head of their spouse, and it's like, just don't post it if that's the case, because
post a picture of the baby, cover the face of the baby.
Because in their mind they don't want to expose this thing, but they want to share the news, right? They want to share the news, but they don't want to expose a certain thing.
I'm gonna cover 2 more points and then we're gonna close. One of the points that I want to talk about is, let's talk about the positive impact of social media from our perspective. Like the positive impact us posting has had on people. Some of the feedbacks that we have gotten from others who have seen, whether from ministry,
personal,
marriage, faith, family, you know what I'm saying, professionally, personal, and things like that. Like what are some, let's talk about the positive aspects of things.
I mean, for us, with the kind of people we are, we're private.
Yeah.
We're very private people. We don't expose or share too much of what's going on, and it's intentional too. It's not like we just said, oh, we forgot. No, we intentionally do that for our own reasons, right? So when we do share and we post, it brings joy. We get a lot of feedback of, wow, that made my day, or wow, that was exciting to see. And I think it also comes from people that know us and know that we are private, but are curious to see how we live our lives too. So seeing that, they appreciate that. And I think for us, for the most part, we are like we've said this multiple times, even when we record this conversation, when we sit here and talk to you guys, what you get on camera, that's real life for us. Like literally, I can give an example. The last post we did recently of our daughter sliding down the stairs, that happened real time. Like it was an exciting moment for us, where it was like, you got back home and I'm like, can you believe what your daughter just did? I just caught her doing this. What is she doing? I put her on the stairs and she just started sliding down. And she's not even 11 months yet. So to us, that was such a milestone and an excitement for us. It brought us joy, and we wanted to share it to bring joy to other people too. And see, wow, look at our baby, you know, thriving basically. So it's brought people joy, it's brought them excitement, and it's let them also see the realness of us too, because sometimes, you know, depending on where you are, whatever stage you are in your life, and especially if you're private people don't know how to relate with you. People don't know how to, you know, kind of just be real with you, like in touch with you. So when they see that side of you, it brings some kind of what's the word I want to say?
Connection?
It's not just connection, it's relating and feeling like, okay, this is something that
human touch, like
it's more than just human touch. I'm thinking about the one time you spoke to somebody, I don't want to mention too much, and they were like, they appreciate what they see, some of the things we teach, some of the things we post, because it lets them see that it's almost like, I don't want to say it's like achievable for them.
What's possible.
Exactly. Okay. It lets them see what's possible. For somebody that's not in the stage we're in, they're not married, they don't have kids, but they see how we live our life, and they see the joy and the happiness, and they see the peace of God, really. They're like, that's kind of what I want too. To the glory of God. This is not our doing, but that does that for them too. You understand what I'm saying? It gives people hope. Let me say that.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, and again, remember, when we post on social media, I mean, you just said it all. You said it right. We're very private people. Up to me, honestly, I don't want to be on social media.
Up to him.
Up to me, we wouldn't have any social media presence. Everything is going to be private, you know. But I realized that, you know, social media.
And then God called him to be a pastor.
And then, you know, we got to call into ministry. And I got, you know what I'm saying? And we have to be public. And I'm public? Yeah. You know, so, and I still struggle with that. I still struggle with that till today, to be public. To literally, I'm seated here right now and I'm having this conversation. And anybody hearing me right now would say, oh, wow, you're very comfortable in
you know how to speak publicly. You know how to come in front of the camera.
But trust me. You trust me, I'm clinching. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm like, I really don't. I would get engagements. People would call me up, you know, invite me to come speak at their church's conference or whatever the case may be. Up until the day that we go, I don't want to go. Now, I understand the assignment. I know why I need to go, but I would rather not. You follow what I'm saying? There are times that I've literally texted my spiritual father, and I would say to him, here's a thing that I needed to be at. I really want to like figure out a way to get out of it. Like, I don't want to go. And he would say, send me the flyer. Who's the pastor? Who's the person? What did they say? Oh, wow, nah, you got to go to this one. And then he would explain,
like, you know, the reason why you got to do this thing.
You know, and then he would say, this is part of
it.
The assignment. You are called to be a blessing. You are called. There's something you're going to say that's going to be a blessing to somebody. So you must go. And I mean, you can't argue with that. So I say, okay, sir, no problem. Thank you very much for that. The breakdown and things like that. But I'm telling you, up until the day of, I still don't want to, right? But I understand that there's positive aspects of social media. Another reason that I would say that I like the reason why I would say I like that we post on social media personally, professionally, ministry, marriage, and things like that, the positive aspect of things is that we get to be able to show people what it looks like to live the kingdom fulfilled life.
Yeah.
Like we always say,
yeah.
Believe, behold, become, be lifted to live a transformed and kingdom fulfilled life as intended by God, a life full and well lived, right? We believe that kingdom fulfilled life very much. John 10:10, I came that you may have life in abundance. So, but a lot of times people don't know what that look like.
Yeah.
And unbelievers, I remember there's a circle we used to come from, there's a circle that we know of people who believe that once you give your life to Christ, your life is done. Yeah. It's over. You can't have fun anymore.
Yeah.
Your scripture union.
It's boring.
It's
just dull.
This. You guys are, you know what I'm saying?
And it's far.
from that.
Far.
I mean, the Christian life is an invitation to experience heaven on earth.
Yes.
That's the invitation.
Yes.
That's the message of the gospel. It says, repent, for the kingdom of God is at hand. So repent, change your ways so that you can enjoy heaven on earth.
Yeah.
That's the message. And so when we are able to post online as kingdom people, we're able to show people that this is what is possible in Christ.
Yeah.
And all the things that you're looking for out there in the world, you can find them here in Christ. This is what it looks like to love your wife, to love your husband. This is what it looks like to be a present father. This is what it looks like to raise godly children. This is what it looks like to be a wife who listens, who submits. That word is submits. What does that mean, right? But this is what it looks like to submit. This is what it looks like as a man to lead. You know what I mean? I remember a post that we posted recently of you talking where you said that, when God leads your husband in a certain way, and even though you don't agree right now, it shows you how to understand submission, how to follow, how to, be a wife to your husband, how you found, I think you said it in that way. But this is what it looks like. This is not, submission is not, yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
No problem, sir. This is it.
Yeah.
That's not what
slavery.
It's not slavery. Thank you. Submission is not slavery.
Yeah.
And so when you see a wife like my wife who tells you she is the Proverb 31 wife.
That's right. Happily.
You follow what I'm saying?
That's right.
Then you wonder, what
does that look like?
If that's what it looks like, then I don't have a problem.
What does that look like?
Being like that. I didn't know that's what they meant. I thought it was supposed to be this.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was actually that. And so if my wife is able to show you what that looks like, if I'm able to show you patterned men, a man who is patterned after Jesus, right? Paul says, follow me as I follow Christ. I'm trying not to preach now, but
you try not to.
So follow me as I follow Christ, essentially, right? So it's when you look at the life of followers of Christ, and how they follow Christ in their everyday life, and that does something to you. It helps you say, you know what, I want to be like that. I want to live like that. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. More than somebody coming up to me and say, hey, you know how you lead your family is how I want to lead my family. What you do is how I want to do. That's great and wonderful, but is it drawing you closer to God? Is it drawing you closer to Christ? Is it pulling you closer to Jesus? Is it making you more curious where you want to ask me questions about God? Because again, how can you talk about the kingdom without talking about the king? It makes no sense. You want to enjoy the benefits of the kingdom, but you don't want to talk about the king that made the kingdom. It doesn't add up, right? So when you see the kingdom, it's an invitation to then introduce you to the king. And I believe that is what our life as kind of, shaped and want to reflect on social media, that you may see kingdom.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it says this is life eternal, that they may know you. If my life, if something I say, something I do leads to knowing him,
that's it.
I will come out of my comfort zone. I would be uncomfortable. I would go to preach. I would stay on social media. I would sit down right here. As uncomfortable as it is, I would do these things if it's gonna lead to that they may know him.
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
know. And go ahead.
Some people might say, well, to some extent, you're not being real if you don't show everything, right? You're not being your real self. You're not. It's just not realistic. For me, I just feel like I think about it too, like, okay, to what benefits is it for me to record myself? Because here's the thing, this is the thing about social media. It's very scripted. It's scripted. Nothing is happening real life unless you're streaming.
Do you understand what I'm saying? You're streaming,
it's scripted. So if you see me and my husband arguing on social media, here's what happened. We had to set the camera first. Do you understand what I'm saying? The camera is not just, the camera don't just turn on by itself.
Yeah, somebody turned it on.
Somebody turned it on.
Yeah.
And when I'm walking around with, like I said, it's not reality TV.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? We had to set the camera first, sit down, pump ourselves up to get angry.
Yeah.
And then argue. That's not real.
Yeah. Or even like, or even in a situation where, you know, like we've seen sometimes on social media where a husband and a wife are arguing, they're having a heated argument. The wife picks up the phone. Hey, look at it. This is what he's doing. This is what he's done to me. This is what he said. Can y'all see it? Can you see this? This is who he is. This is the real him, blah, 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 blah. And it's like,
if it gets to that point, then it's almost like I said, it goes back to me. For me, it goes back to the honor and respect for each other. If it gets to the point where we're heated in the moment arguing, camera is not going to be the first thing that comes to mind. If the next instinct is to pick up your phone and go live, I mean, then what exactly are we doing in our marriage? We got bigger issues than social media in our marriage.
There you go.
Like,
there you go. So
yeah,
I want to talk about one more thing, but I'm going to say this. Time. Social media is a spirit.
Yes.
Social media is a spirit.
Yes.
Social media.
Yes. It's a spirit.
Social media is a spirit. Social media is a spirit. And there's no time to get into that.
It's a spirit.
But it's a spirit. And there's a place in the Bible that talks about, I think Persia Media is what the place is called. Persia Media. It's like a combination of two different places, and they call them Persia Media. Media is a spirit. Forget the social, because think of those social by media. It's a spirit, period. And what it wants is attention.
Attention, yes.
It feeds off attention. And it's crazy now because everybody is giving attention to media. Media controls the narrative. And everybody, good and bad, are like this to media. You follow what I'm saying? And we've got to be careful with the spirit of social media. If you're having a heated argument and the first instinct is to pick up your phone so you can social media, you don't even know that there's a possibility that fights, that arguments, that discussion was instigated by the spirit of social media. So that you can do, remember, The mission statement of the devil, of the enemy, is very simple and it's very straightforward. The Bible says he comes only to kill, to steal, and to destroy.
Yep.
And he will go to any
means,
length to get it done, including social media.
And let me tell you something, the devil is tapped into the real world.
Oh.
Don't think the devil is not from olden days. He's very, very modern. He's a 2025 devil. He knows things. He knows the things that people yearn for. He knows what to use for every individual. So you have to be careful.
It's a spirit. It's a spirit. It's a spirit. And you've got to know how to stand up and take authority over social media.
And you said something before. You and I just want to emphasize it again. You control the narrative.
Yes.
Social media does not control the narrative.
Social media does not.
There is nothing wrong with posting on social media. There's nothing wrong with using it as a platform, however way you want to use it. You know, entertain, personal, business-wise or non-business-wise. Some people use it to just pass time. There's nothing wrong with it. You just take control. You control the narrative. Don't let it be the other way around.
You must take authority of social media.
Yeah.
How do you know social media has captured you and has you in its claws?
In the bondage.
You wake up, the first thing you do is social media. You're going to sleep, the last thing you do is social media.
Yeah.
And I'm not even laughing. This is not funny. This is real. I literally had to come to the point where I say to myself, I've got to kill the spirit of social media. How do I do that? I put my Bible right next to me.
Yep.
And I ensure, I don't care what it is, I ensure the moment I open my eyes, the first thing I grab is my Bible.
Yeah.
It's not a joke. Before I give any time or attention to the spirit of media, I grab my Bible so I can take more authority in the realm of the spirit over my day, including social media.
Yeah.
And so throughout the day, when I'm coming from that place of meditation with God, throughout the day when the spirit of social media is beckoning on me, I can say no.
Quench it.
I can go on there, see what I gotta see, close it again.
Yeah.
I'm not controlled by it.
Yes.
And the moment I'm spending more than enough time on that thing, I shut it down. Because it's gotten so crazy now. Do you know you can actually scroll through your phone for 24 hours and never get tired?
Oh yeah.
And there's going to be new things to keep seeing over and over and over. You can run it for 24 hours. Social media is killing a generation silently, and we don't even know.
Take control.
Social media is killing homes and marriages silently, and we don't even know. A lot of people are on social media. They're comparing their homes, their marriages, their husbands, their wives, their children to things they see on social media, killing their home silently. They don't even know. You've got to stand up and take authority over the spirit of social media. Don't be fooled now by the things you can do on social media only. Sure, there are a lot of great things we can do on social media. We can make money on social media. But again,
if it's killing,
it's just a means to an end.
Yeah.
What is the
end?
End
all be all.
What is the end is the question you got to ask yourself. Even if you're making money on social media, what is the end? It's a means to an end. What is the end of that thing? It's a spirit. You've got to be careful.
Attention grabbing.
Now, let's talk about the things you're not to post. Let's just mention a couple of things here that we're not to post ever on social media, especially in the context of kingdom marriages, and then we're going to close.
I mean, I would say personal, intimate matters.
Intimate moments.
Yeah, intimate moments. There's no reason why anybody, social media or not, should know what's going on in my bedroom. I don't need to share that with you. That's between me and my husband. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gotten to the point where there's no filter. There's no filter anymore. It's too what's it with TMI? Too much information.
Yeah.
You don't need to know that. That's between me and my husband.
That, and I would also say that never post flaws and errors. flaws and errors of your spouse. It does the word no good. It does your home no good. It does your marriage no good for the world to see that your husband is
this or
is less of a man.
Is an angry guy or whatever it is you want to say.
It does the word no good to see that your wife is not the ideal perfect wife.
Yeah.
She's your wife, he's your husband. You all are one. What you think you're doing is actually the reverse.
Yeah.
If you think you're exposing your wife, you're exposing yourself.
Yep.
It does nobody any good to see that your wife can't cook or your husband does not know how to perform in bed. It does nobody any good.
And don't fall for the clickbait of that's not realistic. That's their problem. No, people do that. They do that like, well, you paint this picture intentionally. I'm not trying to paint a picture. I'm just not exposing my marriage to nonsense. Because to what purpose is it for you to know these things?
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For your benefit, for your entertainment. If it's for your entertainment, it doesn't mean no good. So why would I share that?
One more thing I would say not to post on social media, and you got to be discerning about this one. Don't post all your struggles or your big wins.
Yes.
Don't post all your struggles and all your success.
Yeah.
There are
selective
things.
Yeah.
Like if you're struggling with something and you go up on social media, hey guys, there's something I'm struggling with. If anybody's out there that can help me or connect me to the right information, the right person that will help me in this situation, I would greatly appreciate that. Okay, no problem. You're struggling with that? Okay, we can find information and see how we can solve that problem.
Yeah. Just be selective. Yeah.
If there are particular struggles that you have at home, let me tell you something. There's nothing wrong with letting people know about your struggles. You just got to be careful who you're letting know about your struggle, because that's struggle could be the same exact thing that they turn around and use against you.
Yeah.
You could be, let's say, this is just an example. For example, you could be a pastor who is also a drunk, and you want to be vulnerable, like everything. And you say, guys, I'm a pastor of this particular church, but I struggle with drinking. I'm a drunk. And when I get drunk, man, I'm a beast. I get angry. Nobody can talk to me. I'm not perfect. It's just something that I struggle with. You are being vulnerable. But what they're hearing is, I
can't listen to what this
person says. And the day you mistakenly just say, come on, man, you just mistakenly just have an outburst.
Yeah.
That anybody would have an outburst in that situation. You just have an outburst. They'd be like,
or you preach something that's contrary to whatever it is. Then it's like whatever you're saying is
they use it against you. So be careful. And then your success.
Yeah.
Success is good, and many times to keep it good, we've got to keep it secret.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And
to keep success, majority of the time, requires that you keep it a secret.
Yes.
It's not everybody that you tell about your success. It's not everybody that you inform about your wins. Give God glory for it and keep it moving.
Yep. and I wanted to add to that. You got to be selective, right? And the ones that you do share, don't share them prematurely. Because a lot of times people make the mistake of, I want to carry you along. You got to be careful with that. Don't share the win when you haven't won it yet. Like, relax.
Yeah.
Wait. Win it. In fact,
secure it.
Sleep in it. Enjoy it where. Then you can share it.
Yes.
Heal from the struggle.
Yes.
Overcome the struggle.
Yes.
Then you can share it, because it becomes a testimony.
Yes.
It's not ongoing. It's not where at this step no, it's done. Then you share it. People have to be careful. Don't share prematurely.
There's wisdom in that. There's wisdom in that. There is wisdom in that. There is wisdom in that. There is wisdom in that.
Oh God, you are heavy on that.
He who has ears, let him hear what the Spirit is saying. There is wisdom in that.
Yes.
Don't share prematurely. Don't share your struggle until you have overcome them first. And if you're going to share your struggle, share with somebody that you know is not going to use it against you in the future. And if your success, secure the success first.
Exactly.
Before you share. And even if you do share it with the right person. That's not going to be upset about your success. That's not going to be envious of your success. That's not going to be jealous of your success. That's not going to be looking for your downfall after your success. Steve Harvey said, you want to kill a big dream, tell it to a small-minded person. You are thinking, oh, they're going to be happy for me. I got this great business idea, blah, blah, blah. And you tell it to them. And the moment you tell it to them is the day the idea dies. You've got to be careful. These are things we don't share on social media, what you're saying.
It's just like you pray when it's not good, and you pray when
even more. You pray even more when it's good.
You've succeeded, though, doesn't mean you then relent and you now start exposing yourself and all that. And just to kind of close that out, the reason why I would say this is some people might say, well, if I share, then I could find 1 or 2 people that can, we could pretty much like heal together or whatever.
Or if
the
I
case
share my success, other people will be blessed by it.
But here's the thing. You can find these things outside of social media. First of all, if you're looking for somebody to heal with you, if you're an alcoholic, go to AA. You find other people there
locally.
It might not be on social media. If you've healed from it, you could share it to help other people afterwards. But not while you're in the process. Go through the process first. Learn your mistakes. Learn the things that you go through. Learn what worked and didn't work. Then you share it. Don't share prematurely.
I hope we have shared a thing or two to help solidify your kingdom union, not only with yourself, but also with others, and most importantly with God on today.
Don't forget to like, make sure you hit that subscribe button, share with your friends and family, and comment down below.
And until next time, be the light,
be the salt,
and remember, all things are possible if you believe.